Two giants in life insurance step into the spotlight, one burning question: which policy gives you real peace of mind? On the left, MetLife, a trusted name with decades of history. And on the right, Banner Life, known for straightforward, affordable coverage. Let's forget the marketing talk and unmask the facts that matter. Each category earns a point, and by the end, you'll know exactly which insurer stands above the rest. The winner may just surprise you. Alright, here's a quick look at what we'll be comparing. Price, because who doesn't care about saving money? Financial strength, policy options, underwriting and approval speed, that's kind of a big deal if you hate paperwork. Customer satisfaction and living benefits, which can be super important depending on your needs. Got all that? Awesome, let's kick things off. First up, price. Starting with MetLife, they do have some decent rates, especially if you happen to be a smoker or if you're a bit older. Plus, they offer a bunch of extra riders, so there's definitely flexibility. But you know what? If you're young and healthy, MetLife could actually end up costing you a bit more. Now, Banner Life, this is where things get spicy. They're pretty much famous for having some of the lowest term life rates out there. If you just want straight-up, no-nonsense coverage, they nail it. And you can get some pretty hefty coverage amounts too. Downside, they don't really do much with permanent life insurance. Still, for term, they're tough to beat. So yeah, for price, Banner Life takes this round. Next, let's talk financial strength. MetLife's coming in hot with an A+ rating from AM Best, which is like the gold star of insurance stability, and they've been around for, well, forever, over 150 years. That's some serious staying power. Banner Life, also rocking an A+ rating, and their parent company, Legal & General America, is super established. Maybe not as much household recognition as MetLife, but still rock solid. This one's close, but MetLife's history and brand edge it out. This round goes to MetLife. Alright, policy options. With MetLife, you've got term, whole, universal, variable universal. It's like an insurance buffet. Want to add disability or accident riders or even coverage for the kids? You can. Only hitch is, their permanent products can get a little, complicated price-wise. Now, Banner Life, super simple. It's pretty much just term insurance here, which makes applying honestly so much easier if you don't want to wade through options. But yeah, if you want permanent coverage, Banner won't help you much. Still, for variety, MetLife crushes this one. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know? Banner Life was founded in 1949, while MetLife traces its roots to 1868. So yeah, MetLife's basically been around since almost the beginning of time when it comes to insurance. Let's move on to underwriting and approval. MetLife can go fast if you line up with their instant decision products, so that's cool, but they do make you jump through a few medical hoops sometimes, depending on what you want. Banner Life, super quick with their online app, and get this, if you qualify, you can skip the medical exam up to $2 million. That is, honestly, a game changer for a lot of folks. They can be a bit picky on height, weight, or health, but the speed is hard to beat. Banner Life clearly owns this category. Now, customer satisfaction. MetLife has this massive agent network, so you can usually find someone to talk to, but here, the plot twist, their J.D. Power scores are kinda meh, and there have been complaints about the claims process taking too long. Banner Life, on the other hand, gets a lot of love for fast claims and the whole digital experience, though you won't get to sit down with someone in person. For most people wanting quick, hassle-free service, Banner Life comes out on top again. Last but not least, living benefits. So MetLife will throw in some living benefits with select policies, but if we're being real, they're not the most generous out there. Banner Life, though, they include an accelerated death benefit by default on term, and you can convert to a permanent policy down the road if you ever need to. That's super underrated. However, their list of extra riders isn't as deep as some of the old-school giants. Still, for what you get with term, Banner Life wins out. Take a look at this radar chart, pretty interesting, right? You'll notice Banner Life shines especially in price and the customer experience, while MetLife's strength is all about variety and history. So honestly, here's the deal. If you need all the bells and whistles or you're planning for some huge, multi-generational legacy, MetLife is probably going to be your jam. But if you care about simple, affordable coverage without a lot of hassle, especially for term life, Banner Life is the obvious pick. Healthy folks looking for great value, Banner is tough to top. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next insurance matchup.